When you're creating a new news feed, you want to give your news feed a title. You can type in a custom alias as well. And here's where you're going to put the link to the news feed. For these purposes, we've just pulled up a simple, went to Google News and clicked on World. If you scroll down to the bottom, there's going to be an RSS link. When we click that, it's going to give us this page, this XML document. We're going to go up into our address bar and we're going to copy the address to this page. And you'll notice at the end of the address, you should often you'll see an output equals RSS. But normally when you click on an RSS link, it'll give you some sort of an output in the URL, and just grab that URL that you want that feed for, and come in here and paste it in here. And so we'll put Google World News, and in this instance, then we can let's leave it in the uncategorized category. We could categorize it any way we want. We can make this the status of this published or unpublished or archived or whatnot. Let's leave it published. We can change the access level. We can say we're just going to leave it the language to that. Select the user. We can select an author alias as well as to who published this. We can add a created date, publishing date, and a finishing publishing date. We can say, you know what, only pull in 7 articles, 5 articles, whatever you like. We can change the cache time. This is the number of minutes before the cache is refreshed. So this will mean that when you publish this thing and it goes on your website, it's going to stay in your Joomla cache for X amount of minutes, and when another user comes, they'll be presented with that, with those news items, and then after those minutes go by, it will pull in new stuff. You can set the language direction here, left to right, right to left. Normally we want left to right in the Western Hemisphere. And then display options. You've got a feed image. You can show feed descriptions. What these are is that this Google News feed is going to pull in images, descriptions, and content and whatnot. And what you're saying, what you're telling Joomla is go ahead and show the Google image that it's going to pull in. Go ahead and show the description that Google brings in, and then show the content that Google brings in. And you can limit the character count, and you can choose an alternate layout and whatnot. And then obviously the display order, the order used to display the feed in. And then your metadata options. Make sure you put in unique descriptions. The external resource is going to be it's an optional field. You can allow this record to be cross-referenced to an external data system if required. Most folks may or may not need that. You've got your robots text file here, and then the content rights as well. It's important to know on the display options as you're playing with these settings. Depending upon how you're rendering your feeds or showing your feeds to your users, and what type of template you're using, this is going to affect the way that the feeds lay out on your page, and effectively the aesthetics of your page. So make changes here, and then make sure you go back to your website in preview and refresh the page and see how it affected that layout. And then you can come back in here and say, you know what, don't show the image, or I need to shorten the number of characters that it's showing because maybe it's blowing out the layout of your page and whatnot. So on the top here, we've got save and close and save and new. And cancel, and the save and close, save and new work in the exact same way as they do in other content areas of Joomla. If we save and close, it's going to save it and take us back to the newsfeed manager. And if we click save and new, and we'll just do that now, it'll save it and put us back to this screen so we can start creating another feed. There's no other options on this page. It's pretty straightforward, and I hope that was helpful.